Welcome to the 2025 Creative Movement ArtsEd Expression Choreography Camp. During our time at this camp, we learned all about choreography and creating new dances. Both routines we will be showing you all today tell two different stories.
One story is about slavery and fighting for freedom. This dance is called Wave in the Water. The movement made war to demonstrate and really put in the moment everything the slaves went through. To survive slavery, this story did not end well for many slaves because some of them did not survive, but that did not stop them from working to be free.
The second dance is Folklorico dance that is about a very ugly bird that wants to make friends. To make friends, we must show off our wings, our fancy jumps, and move to different formation throughout space. We all helped choreograph this dance by selecting move and formation.
Hope you enjoy.
Children, wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. Who's all those children all dressed in red? God's gonna trouble the water. Must be the ones that Moses led. God's gonna trouble the water. By Harriet Tubman.
Harriet Tubman sang the spiritual as a warning to runaway slaves to escaping slaves. The song told them to abandon the path and move into the water by traveling along the water's edge or across a body of water. The slaves would throw chasing dogs and their keepers off the scent. We hope you enjoy!
Wade in the water, wade Miss Petty and Miss Melanie. Thank y'all so much for coming. Yay! I'm Miss Green. I'm the founder of the Creative Movement. Thank y'all for allowing your students to be a part of this. Thank you, Miss Maston, for partnering with us on this, allowing us to use the space and host here. These are the phenomenal teachers that made this happen. I'm so very grateful for these educators in Dallas ISD. Your kids are always in good hands. This is Miss Santiago. So this last piece that you saw, she helped them choreograph this piece. I'll let her tell y'all a little bit more about herself and that specific work. This is Miss Walker. She also teaches at Holt Middle School. She works with 6th through 8th grade, and she taught them about Wade in the Water and the history behind it with Alvin Ailey Dance Company. This is Miss Pettit. She was our site director and our coordinator. She was my eyes, ears. She did everything as far as logistics for this camp. I'm so very grateful for you, so very grateful. And then this is Miss Melanie. She is our junior teaching assistant. So she was here assisting our lead teacher. She will be a senior next year at Sunset High School, and she is their first lieutenant for their dance team. So we loved her leadership presence here and having somebody close to their age work with them and be able to be under the leadership of such extraordinary dance educators. I would like y'all to give it up for them because without them, this camp couldn't have They really worked with them and made the students feel comfortable. The real point of this camp kind of different from, maybe the other intensives or camps they will do is not to replace those camps, but to supplement so that they also learn the history of specific cultures that usually isn't taught when you're going to a technique-focused camp, but also to teach them how to choreograph and find their own voice in movement through cultural specific learning. So thank y'all for supporting them in this. Y'all have, I want y'all to introduce, say the process for you and then we'll let y'all go.
So my dance was from the state of Campeche, Mexico, and it's called El Bichito Amoroso, and it's about a bird it's a very ugly bird that is trying to make friends. So in order to make friends, they have to, just like any bird, they move and dance. So we talked to the students about that process and the story of it, and then I allow them to create formations. So we talked about and introduced what formations are in a choreographic process. They would all vote. So all the students in the workshop had a voice. So that was really neat to allow them to really put this together. Thank you for trusting us, parents.
Alright, this was Wave in the Water. It was a spiritual piece. Wave in the Water came from slavery. I wanted the kids to kind of dig into their history and focus on that. So a lot of movements symbolized water, the wave of the ocean, the lakes, the rivers that they had to cross during the Underground Railroad to get to what they wanted to do as far as freedom and have freedom. So a lot of motions you're seeing with the arms swaying. A lot of people they were going different ways, which that was their choreography because as you know, the body of the water goes different ways. You never know. So we wanted to, touch base and touch our history and want the kids to actually learn and choreograph their movements to mean something. So we hope you did enjoy it.
Y'all are good. Yeah, you can dismiss them.
All right.